Welcome back to Management Classics and the second part of the presentation one-on-one video series. This part is all about visual aid and me giving you my take on some of the classic do's and don'ts. First off, there's a lot of different visual aid you can use, with digital probably being the most popular one because how easy it is to create something that looks nice and all the possible choices to have. Something I think far too few realize when they just simply mash in some text in a classic standard template. New day, new possibilities. Let's see, presentation tomorrow, need something, let's go with the orange one. Yep, that is orange. Yeah, okay, so, and it says insert picture here. Okay, let's see, let's find something. Let's take this picture. Yep. Yep. And then it says I should also have some text. I don't know what to write. Let's just add something. Yeah, let's say goals. Yep, goals. And that's the goal up there. Yep. That's something. Yeah. All right. That's lunch. Instead, take your time and make it personal. Think through how you would like it to look, which colors and design language to use, and if you would like to use animations, how they should be incorporated. Because animations can be a great tool to both catch the attention of the audience but also to emphasize your message. However, it is a fine line between this stiff and childish or unprofessional look. Come on. I ain't really listening anyways. Get a move on. Got other places to be. But they. What did he say? But can't really focus. There's so much other stuff going on here. Therefore, making a theme for animations you would like to use and really giving it some thoughts could be a good solution. Meaning, you should decide where and how you use what type of animations. Taking PowerPoint as an example, maybe I would like to use some kind of animations to change slides for presentation instead of the preset transition that is, well, nothing really. So say that I have 3 different main points and a couple of sub-slides for each point. You could then decide to go for the subtle sliding train theme, where your slides simply slide at some direction without ending in sight. Really subtle, but not that interesting. Or you could try to add as many different transitions as possible, which definitely will become interesting, but also a bit messy, and it will probably take the focus away from you. And we don't want that. Maybe something in between would be nice, as always. And one way to organize it could then be to have the sliding train going in 2 directions. I know, some really groundbreaking stuff. But then we will end up with something like having the main points stacked on top of each other and the sub-slides going to the right. So, after the beginning of a new chapter, if you so will, the animations will go to the right. Then, when that chapter is coming to an end, we would move down into a new main point before continuing to the right. And this maybe feels like a too small detail to care about, ridiculous to bring up here really, but giving it some thought could give the audience a feel of space that I think is really important, because it gives a bit of help for the audience to understand how you have structured the presentation. Another tip that makes it easier for the audience to keep up with the story is to have something that tells them where in the presentation you are at the moment. For example, having a small bar at the bottom of the screen that shows how many % of the presentation we have accomplished. Or having your main points highlighted in the corner of the screen as you progress, so people remembers in what order you are to present things. Another thing to consider when it comes to visual aid is that creating bullet point is an art that few masters. And if you, just like me, isn't one of them, maybe it's just better to skip bullet points altogether. The problem that often occurs is that they aren't summarized enough and you end up with 10 2-sentence long points that no one will have time or interest in reading, or that they are too summarized and you simply have 3 words that doesn't make any sense at all. Well, hopefully this episode at least made some sense and that you now are excited for the next episode where we'll continue with the visual aid and the do's and don'ts. So, until next time, enjoy the journey. Bye.